Welcome to our channel. In this session, we will discuss object-oriented programming concepts by using JavaScript. First, everyone know what is object-oriented programming? Here, everything is treated by using object. And this object-oriented programming have many features are there. Inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, many number of features are there. Now, in this session, we will discuss each and every feature. Now, among them, the first one is class. Remember, here the classes are, what is the basic definition in the go to C++ Java? The basic definition of class is used to generate object. But remember, in JavaScript, that is not exactly true. Why? The classes are introduced from version ES6 onwards. Before that, there is no concept of classes. But before the classes, we have concept of objects also. Then what is the use of class? Class just to simplifies the creating objects. That is, object creation, another ways are also available. Class just to simplifies the creation of an object. Remember, JavaScript object-oriented programming is not class-based. It is template-based. Clear? Now, how to create a class? Simply by using the keyword class followed by the name of the class. Within that one, you are writing one constructor. First, what is the use of constructor? Whenever you are creating an object, the constructor is executed automatically. The main purpose of the constructor is to initialize the variables or members within the class. Okay, this is the basic definition of class. Anyway, we will move to example after completion of object. What is an object? Simply a real world entity is called an object. Each and every object have stated behavior. Suppose apple is an object. The state of apple, for example, solid behavior. What are the properties? State in the sense the properties. What are the properties of apple? Color, shape, taste, behavior. What are the operations that you are performed? Each and every object have state and behavior. So these are different ways of creating objects. We will show one by one. I will show you. First, we are creating the object by using object literal. What is the meaning of this one? So, like this, the property name colon value. This is simply the variable, the corresponding value, comma, variable value like this, placed within flower bracket, assigned to some object. Now I will create an object by using this example. Now write down the script tag. Here, how do we create an object? First, I will directly write in the flower brackets. Okay, whatever you require. So I need roll number colon value comma name colon some Raju comma roll number 1 comma name colon some Raju comma next to what you want to give age colon some 20, whatever you want you can give. Now this is assigned to one variable. Now automatically this S becomes an object. What are the members of this S? Roll number, name and Raju. How do we access members? By using dot operator. Okay, now object name S dot roll number, S dot name, S dot age. So document dot write of print all the value S dot roll number plus S dot name plus S dot age. Like this, I am printing the value. Okay, this is my first way, creating an object by using object literal. Copy the path, go to any web browser, execute. See, my roll number is displayed, name is displayed, and then age is also displayed. First way is completed. Now, the second way is creating an instance. Instance means by using new operator along with object of. Remember, the object of is the superclass for all the class. So we will show you another way of creating an object. Here, what is the procedure? First, to create one object, suppose where S is equal to new object of. Now what happened? One object instance is created. One object instance is created. Now what you can do? You can create any number of variables with a value like this. S dot roll number is equal to 1. S dot name is equal to some Razu I given. S dot age is equal to some 20 I given. Now I am printing the value. You got it? This is the second way of creating objects. Now refresh. Observe, we are getting the output. Now move to third way. That is another way of creating an object by using object constructor. Means here you can use either a function, or if you have the concept of class, you can use a class within the constructor. Whatever it is, the thing is, while object creation, we are passing the value either to the function or through the constructor. So here 1 is copied to here, Razu copied to here, 3 that is copied here. Here what this keyword specify? This is used to refer the current object. This is used to refer the current object. Now removing all these. Within the script, what I am trying to write? Function followed by some name of the function. Whatever the parameters you want, you can write down the parameter. Right now, my function consists of 3 parameters. Now, this dot roll number is equal to roll number. Understand? This refers to current object. Meaning is the left side roll number is my created variable. Right side roll number is the parameter that we passed. This dot name is equal to name. This dot age is equal to age. This dot age is equal to age. Here, whatever the value you passed. Now, thing is, S is equal to create an object new. What is my function name? Display 1 comma Razu. Whatever the values you want, you can give the value 20. Save. Now document dot write off, just I am printing the value. See, 1 Raju 20. The values are displayed. Now you got it. So in this, we are creating the object in multiple ways. And you can create the object by using constructor also. What is the purpose of constructor? Its main purpose is for initialization. Main purpose is initialization. Now I will show you how to create a class and constructor and object, a complete object oriented programming perspective. Okay. Now I am removing all this, only one print statement. Suppose ignore all this completely. I will write. First thing is create a class. Assume the name of class is some student. You need to create a class. Within the class, use the keyword constructor. Remember, in Java, the name of the constructor is name of the class. Suppose if you are moving to Python, whatever the name of the class, the name of the constructor is double underscore init double underscore. Similarly, in JavaScript, whatever the name of the class, the constructor is name is constructor only. Whatever the parameters you want, you can write that many number of parameters. This dot roll number is equal to roll number. This dot name is equal to name. Like this, I initialize this one. Like this, I initialize. Now I will write down one more method, display. Remember here, display is the function. Before display, it doesn't return function. Is it possible or not possible? Yes, it is possible. Remember, you are writing the function inside a class. You are writing the function inside a class. The function keyword is not at all required. If you are writing outside the class, the function keyword is required. Now, how do you print? This dot roll number plus this dot name. Like this, I am printing. Now, got it? My class consists of one constructor used for initialization, one display method which is used for printing the value once coming out of the class. How do we access members of a class? By using an object only. So, what is your aim? Create one object S is equal to new class name. You can use class name like this. So what happened? Whenever you are creating an object, automatically the constructor is executed and one is passed to roll number, Raju is passed to name. This happened automatically whenever we initialize the object. Now s dot display. Now what happened? You are calling the method display. Whenever you are calling the method, this is executed. What is this dot roll number? Whatever the roll number we passed, that is stored at display. Save, refresh. Now observe. So maybe something, check that one. Class here S. I given S as a capital letter. Okay, fine. Simple small mistake only. Now got it? 1 comma Razu. This is the concept of constructor. Anyway, next we will move to now you understand the basic concept of class, creating an object, accessing members of a class. Now we will move to the properties, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction, one by one. Suppose the next one is encapsulation. What is the meaning? Combining or binding. The data means the variables, name, age, all those are called data. And the method means like display like that into single unit. So combining the data and the methods that operate on the data into a single unit is called encapsulation. Remember, if you are making them into a single unit, outside it is not possible to access. Suppose if you want to make anything as a confidence, outside is not at all possible to retrieve. Such fields are marked as private fields. If it is a private field, outside it is not possible to access directly. So how do you differentiate a normal field and private field? By using hash symbol. By using hash symbol. Now I will write down one example. Class student. Assume one example, class student. Within the class, what I am writing first to hash, suppose some name. That means I declared one private variable. Understand carefully. I declared one private variable. Now simplify the program. This dot, what is my variable name? Not name. This dot hash name. Now you got it? So name is my parameter that is assigned to the current object. That is assigned to the current object. Clear? Now, if you want, you can directly write the display method, or else you can write another methods. For example, get name. Why I am using this one? Generally, if you are using encapsulation for assigning the values to the private and for accessing private, we are using setter and getter methods. Setter method is for setting the value. Getter method is for retrieving the value. Generally, the name of the method looks like this. Get followed by capital letter, whatever the variable name. Get name of. Okay. General syntax. So get name, return the value. What is the value? This dot hash name. This is get method. So I want to use set method also. Yes. The method of the name is set name. Like this only you are giving the method. For example, in this I am given a new name. So for example, NA. Now what I am doing here, you are checking the value. Set name, whatever the variable we have. What is the variable hash name? Same procedure. NA is assigned. Clear everyone? So constructor is there, just to initialization, get name for getting the value, set name for setting the value. Now this display is not at all required for me. Okay, my class is completed. Fine. Once coming out of the class, what is my class name? Student. Just to constant, some S1 is equal to new student of only one parameter, Razu. Only one parameter. Now, document dot write off. Document dot write off. Some S dot. Okay, I given S1. S1 dot. Call the method get name. Save. Now observe the output. What happened? You are getting the name, yes or no? So we are creating the object and then we are getting the name. Observe carefully. Here name is a private, but I am trying to access outside, but it does not give an error. Why? Why in the sense? Here the private member is directly not accessed. Here the private is passed to the public and then I am accessing the public. Whenever I call the public, control goes here and here it access the private. That is not a problem. Suppose, sir, I want to access. Display is not at all required. Document dot write off S1 dot hash name. See, observe the red color. What's the meaning? Now you are directly trying to access directly. Good. Private, the name is not accessible outside the class student because it has a private identifier. Now, got the point? That is now you can set the value also. Not only get, you can set the value. Suppose set name of and then again print the value. After setting, please print the value, save. Refresh. The first value Razu, second value I given is Naga. Now you got it like this. Private members are accessed by using public. By using public methods. Okay. Next property, inheritance. Anyway, different types of inheritance are available. Right now, I will explain the basic inheritance. What is mean by inheritance? One class extends the properties from another class. Means the child class extends the properties from parent class. That is called inheritance. Okay. Now, how do you make a class as a child class? By using extends keyword. By using extends keyword. Now, I will show you the example. Suppose the class, assume the class name is some student one. Ignore the private concept. I'm removing this encapsulation. Student one, constructor name. This dot name is equal to name. Okay. Here what I am doing, just I will write down one display method. I am not doing anything. A basic example. I am writing one display method. Document dot write off this dot name. Clear? So first one class is created. The name of the class is student1. Within this one, I have one variable name and I am printing the value. Fine. Create another class. Inheritance means minimum two classes are required. Suppose my class name is student2. Extends student1. Now, student2 is the child class. Now, student2 extends the properties from the parent class. Student2 extends the properties from the parent class. I will create a constructor name comma some age. So, name comma age. Observe, name is already available in the parent. Now, I am trying to use the name. It is possible by using super. What is the purpose of super? To access the members of the parent class. Super of name. Again, I will explain. The super means simply, the meaning is it calls the constructor of the parent class. Whenever it calls the constructor, automatically the name is assigned with the value I passed, followed by this dot age is equal to age. After completion, you will clearly understand this dot age is equal to age. Now what I am doing, I will write down one display method. Document dot write of this dot name comma plus this dot age. Before that, first I will remove, okay, this dot h. Now, up to now, what happened? One class student one is created, constructor is there, just to constructor is there. Now, student two class is there. Within this one, what I am doing? Very super. Within this one, what I am doing? I am using the super class member. Now, here I am using the display method. Now, create some objects, constant, some s is equal to new student 2 of. Remember, here you are creating an object for the child class. Okay, whenever you are creating an object for the child class, what happened? Whenever this statement occurred, automatically we are calling this constructor. So whenever you are calling this constructor, I passed name as Raju, age as 30. So constructor is executed. What is the first statement? Super of Raju. Already I passed name Raju. Super of. Whenever super of is there, it calls the parent class constructor. For the variable name, Raju is assigned. So the thing is happened. After that, this dot age 30 is assigned. 30 is assigned. Clear? Next to what I am doing? Next to what I am doing? Just I am, okay, all these are not required here. S dot, I am calling the display method. Whenever you call the display method in the child class, why you are creating an object for the child class is executed. Refresh. Observe, you got the output or not? This is inheritance. The child class extends the properties from the parent class. Clear? Here the parent class property name is extended to the child class. Now, next one, polymorphism means poly, many. Morphism means many forms. So generally the polymorphism are of two types. One is overloading, another one is overriding. Remember, in overloading means in the same class, different functions are there or different methods are there. The methods are separated, that is differentiated based on the type of data type. But JavaScript, there is no concept of data type declaration. That is the reason the overloading is not possible in JavaScript. Only overriding is possible. Now, what is the meaning of override? Very simple. The child class, suppose a parent class, one method is there, automatically because of inheritance, this method is available to child classes. In child class, suppose if you provide another definition, this is called override. Whatever the method we are getting through inheritance, instead of directly using the same method, I am changing that method. That is called inheritance. Now, here what I am doing? See, here I will write down display method. Now the parent class have display. By default, display method is available to the child because of inheritance. But in the child, again I return the display. This is the meaning of override. What is executed? Obviously, the overridden method, that is child class display, is executed. Yes or no? You got it? Overriding in polymorphism. And the last one, abstraction. What is mean by abstracting? Hiding the internal details. The internal details are hide. It shows only the necessary functionality. For example, I am playing some game. So how the game is implemented, that is not visible to you. That is not visible to you. What is visible to you? Just to how to operate the game, how to use the game. Only that is visible to you. See this example. Here only example observe. So as usual, the basic example, one phone is there. Just I am creating two properties, branded model. By using this method, I am printing the value. I have one private method is also there. Private, you already know, before the variable, if you are using hash, that is private variable. Before the method you are using hash, that is a private variable. What happened? Simply create an object p.call. This is executed. Whatever Apple iPhone 13, the statements are printed. Now you are trying to call this private method, it gives an error. That is the thing. Private method is not accessible from the outside. So internally, it does not shows what happened. It shows only the functionality, what needs to be done. This is abstraction. You got it? These are different object-oriented programming principles, that how the principles are supported by JavaScript. That's the end of object-oriented programming. Thank you.